Hello Z fam, it's Jade Tang, Zurno Certified Master. Today I'm going to show you how to do a French ombre with dip and duo 4-in-1 system. Basically a French ombre dip on short and medium nails. I already prep and apply the tip and cut it short. For this nail, I'm going to show you the medium length later on this nail, okay? So before we go into the step-by-step process, I'm going to show you the products that I'll be using. The color for the pinkish or nude is 188 and the white is 133. Also there is natural clear and natural base, and of course we cannot miss the 4 steps from for dip essential 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, let's get started. I don't want to waste any more of your time. And we also have these disposable trays that you can use for each client. So for this case, I am going to use 4. Let me take out one more from the box. So this, let me zoom out or zoom in for you to see the box. Okay, let me zoom. Oh, I can't do this with my glove. Zoom in. Cannot. Okay, so basically this is the disposable tray for dipping. Each box includes 100 trays inside, and I'm going to take one more out. I'm going to use one for the nude, one for the white. Inside you can see that. I'm going to take one out. One for the natural base and one for natural clear. I know in the salon setting, people, customer want you to be clean. Of course, you want it to keep it clean. I'm going to pour the pink in here. Okay, I'm going to pour the white in this tray. Okay, next I'm going to pour natural base and natural clear into the other 2 trays. Now let me get the spoon so I don't waste any of product. Okay, I'm gonna scoop 2. We don't use much, but you know, I just want to show you how the tray works. And this is clear. Just like we're playing, some kid game with cooking. Okay, there's it over here. All right, let's get started on the nail. So I already prep and apply a tip and blend down the edge where the tip and the natural nail adhere to each other. I'm going to use bond number 1. Apply a thin coat of that on the natural nail area only, okay? This bond helps dehydrate the nail. And next you are going to apply 1 coat of number 2. This is the first coat. I'm going to use the natural base to create a strength layer for the natural nail first. So for this length, I'm going to apply from about 50 to 55%, and I'm going to apply only about 60% of the width of the nail. I'm going to leave the 2 space on the side. I'm going to explain to you why I'm doing that, okay? What you do is you're gonna dip in here, or you can use a spoon to pour the product on top of the nail surface. Okay, I'm going to use this little fan brush. It's not so little, right? I love this. It works for all my dip services. I'm gonna brush it off the nail. Next, I'm going to apply about 80% of number 2 base. I'm going to apply all the way to the side wall of the nail. And try to keep the cuticle area as round as possible. Okay. And I'm going to use the pink and the white to create the ombre effect. Let me use a mini fan. Okay, this is the mini fan, the mini version of this fan. Okay, so I'm going to apply the white first. I mean, you can apply the white or the pink first. It's up to you. I'm going to apply the white first because the weight of the dipping powder. How do I explain this? Okay, the weight of dipping powder is much lighter. Basically, the powder is much lighter. So when you do ombre, it's much easier compared to the acrylic powder. So you can easily create the ombre look with dip powder using this method. You are going to pick up some powder and place the finger at 45-degree angle and have your brush. All you do is just tapping on the brush lightly like that. Let the product fall down on the nail, and then you turn the fingernail side to side to create the ombre. And I'm gonna start at the tip first, closer, to keep it dark at the tip, and slowly move the brush up, bring it higher to fade out the powder on top of the natural nail. So if you're missing on that part, all you do is just pour it on there because you need the side wall to be dark. Okay, I'm doing a little longer than expected than I usually do, and maybe up here already dry, but I'm going to pour the pink on top of it since I already created the ombre with the white. The pink, I'm not so worried about it. Okay, the next one I'm going to do it faster so you can see. Okay, I'm gonna do it fast so it won't dry out real quick and lose the color. All right, I already explained the procedure. Now I'm just gonna do it. Okay, fade it up. This one down here needs to be dark, so because you don't want the pink to contaminate the white area. I'm going to use a spoon and pour the pink on top of it. Okay, what I'm gonna do is to bring the finger away from the jar so you don't cross-contaminate the colors. Okay, next I'm going to apply about 90% of the nail with number 2 base. Make sure to cover both side walls. Okay, next I'm going to, some people do the white first. Now you can actually do pink if you see the pink is not fading well to the white. You can actually start with the pink first. Okay, let me show you. After I'm doing this step, I'm going to show you how to hold the brush to be more effective with the ombre effect. Okay, the same thing to the finger downward at 45-degree angle and apply the white. Now you can actually pour the white on top of it because you already create the ombre effect for the pink. Make sure. All right. To wait for a few seconds. But when you do this method, make sure you do all 5 nails at once for each step. And when you come back, you can repeat, another step for all 5 nails. That way, when you brush and use a brush to remove the extra, powder, you won't lose the design of it. Because if you do 1 nail at a time and you brush it down at the same time right after, you might remove some of the product and you might cause the stickiness the glue might stick into the brush and it creates some clumps on the, at the tip of the brush, and it's really hard to remove. Okay, next I'm going to apply another thin coat close to the cuticle area. Make sure to keep it nice and clean. All right, so you know, when you do a client in a salon, most of the client, they want short nails. So to achieve the ombre look for short nails, a little bit more challenging, but I know you can do it. You can use the method I'm showing you right now and just need a little more practice. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing for the pink. I'm gonna start from the top near the cuticle area, and for the down for the free edge, you don't have to use white if the white is already good enough. What I'm using next is clear. I'm gonna pour the clear on top of the nail to cap the entire nail surface. I'm gonna wait for a few seconds before I remove the excess products. Okay, so now I am going to apply step 3. To dry, to, you know, let the nail dry. With step 3, as you can see, the cuticle area is very clean. The ombre effect already happened. Okay, I'm gonna leave it there for about I would say 30 seconds. Just like when you apply, when you work on actual clients, you're gonna want to work each nail at the same time, at once, and then when you finish all 5 or 10 nails, you come back and you apply activator for all 10 nails, and then you wait for about 30 seconds and you start to start the filing process. Okay, with this method, you can actually, like, you know, you can bring the white a little higher, the pink a little lower. It's up to you. It's like really personal preference, and really it depends on your clients. If they want the French ombre to, you know, to have a little more white, you can actually bring the pink up a little more. To me, because it's a short nail, I want to have a ratio 1/3. Basically, the white has to be 1/3 for the nail to look good and look proportional. Okay, now I'm going to file the nail. I'm gonna push away all the products so I don't contaminate the product. Okay, you're gonna check. When you tap on the nail and you hear the sound like this, that means it's already dried. I'm going to file the free edge first. And the sidewall. Okay, the reason why I applied the clear, the first natural base, the coat on top of the nail, and saving the space on the side for this reason. So when you file the sidewall, you won't lose the product, because if you apply the clear all the way out here, so when you file it, you will lose the product, and it will show, the clear will show through, and some client might not like it. Okay. Okay, it's good. When you look on the side view, you can see there's a nice natural curve with the apex in the middle. That's what you're looking for. That's a real nail structure should look. And you look in the front view, you will see a nice C curve. That means your application is pretty good. Okay, next I'm going to file. I can use this diamond bit right here. Let's file a little bit. I'm running it at 10,000 RPM with the e-file. I'm going to just go over it real quick. And it's in the cuticle already nice and clean. I'm just going to run it over just lightly. Basically just lightly buff, if anything. Okay, if you want to clean up, make the nail look a little thinner, place the bit at 45-degree angle from underneath and clean it lightly with light pressure. And you'll be able to have a very, very nice and thin free edge. And it looks more natural. Some clients, they like it like that. They like the way it looks. So you can actually have thick nails without looking thick or bulky. So this is done. All you do is just apply another coat of step 3 activator, and then you can apply step 4, top 2 layer. I'm going to show you afterward. Next, I'm going to show you how to do a medium length for French ombre. I'm going to cut this here a little bit, and I'm going to shape up the nail just lightly. I'm going to create like a taper square, or you can say a coffin shape. Okay, I'm going to blend down the edge. You see the extra part right here where the connection between the natural nail and the tip. You want to blend that part down to the natural nail, so when you dip, this part won't raise up and won't create like a bulky surface when you apply the product. Okay, I'm going to use any fine bit. And when you use the e-file to blend down the tip, make sure that you place the bit that parallel to the natural nail surface, not at an angle. If you place it at an angle, you might hurt the client's natural nail by creating indentation. Alright, next I'm going to apply step 1, the bond. Okay, step 2, same thing. I'm going to apply about 50% of the nail length and 60% of the sidewall. Okay, from sidewall in the middle, away from the sidewall. So basically save about 15 to 20% of on each sidewall. Okay, from here, what you do is just apply the middle part. Save the space on the side. And apply natural base. You can pour it on the nail or dip it in the disposable tray. It's really up to you. You can actually dip the client's nail like that, or use a spoon to pour it on top of the nail. Okay, I'm gonna wait a few seconds. I'm gonna brush off the excess product. Apply another coat. Do you remember how many percentage should I apply this next one? The next coat for step 2 is 80%. And I'm trying to keep it as round and even as possible. Okay, next I'm going to apply the white and the pink. I'm going to apply the white first. I'm going to use a mini fan. Sure. Okay. Make sure to cover the sidewall too. Okay. I have to do it quick before it dried up. Okay. I hope that's the white and that's the clear. I'm not sure which one is white, which one is clear. I think this is the white one. Yeah. Okay. So the next step is I'm going to apply step 2 and 90% of the total length of the nail. Yeah, when you work with dip powder, especially the step 2, you want to be quick. I'm going to do the opposite, applying the pink first. And fade it down a little bit further in the middle. I want the middle part to be higher than the sides. Okay, I think this is the white. The one that I applied earlier, it was clear, so it's kind of clear. Okay, I'm gonna pull the white on. Yeah, this is the white. Okay, I'm gonna remove the excess products. Now the ombre started to show. Okay, the last coat for number 2 is all the way. You leave about 1 hairline around the cuticle area. 1 hairline, the space away from the cuticle, okay? Okay, I'm going to apply the pink again. On the side. I'm going to apply, I think I'm going to apply the white instead of clear because I use a clear for the first coat, but I think it's okay. Some client, they want, you know, just the milky white, so I don't want to apply so much of the white. I'll probably do clear this time. Okay. Now, wait a few seconds and brush away the excess product. The ombre already there, as you can see, is very nice. A nice curve fading from the side to the middle to the side. Next, I'm going to do the activator. Okay, you see on the side view, you can actually see the apex right here. So I'm going to wait for about 30 seconds and I'm going to start filing, shaping the nail, buffing, and we can apply the step 4, the top. So there's some tip when you apply step 4 for so the number 3 brush won't get hardened. So it's easy if you don't be careful when you apply step 3. If you touch step 4 or step 4 with step 3, while step 3 is still wet, step 4 brush can be hardened as well. Okay, it's good. I'm going to file now. I always file the tip of the free edge first. Okay, and then I'm gonna file on the side. When you file like that, you won't lose the product. With the first base coat that you apply, only 60% of the width of the nail, you won't lose the product when you file the shape once you finish the application. So that's the tip for you when doing dip services. Okay. Next, I'm going to use the, you can use a fine bit to file as well. But when you already satisfied with the application, you don't need to file too much of product. I'm just gonna blend in the side walls a little bit and buff the surface, and I'll be done. Okay, I'm pretty happy with the way it looks. I am going to shape some part underneath of the nail. That's good. Okay, I'm going to brush off the excess dust on the nails. I'm going to use number 3 for both nails. Step 3 right here. Apply on top of the nail surface. Make sure you apply it evenly from sidewall to sidewall. And don't miss the cuticle area. Okay, gonna wait for about 10 seconds. Once I'm done applying for all 10 nails, I can actually go back and apply step 4. So the tips and trick for you to not having a brush hardening problem, you use a very clean lint-free wipe or a clean paper towel, and to tap on the surface, don't rub against it. Tap on it lightly to remove some excess steps of the activator that you can't see by the normal eyes. And you're going to apply step 4. When you apply step 4, you want it to be light-handed and quick. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna wait for 30 seconds, and I'm gonna come back and apply another coat of step 4. How do you like the French ombre look so far? There's one for short nails and one for medium length. Okay, you can tell if the first coat is dry or not is by the way it looks on the nail surface. It's no longer glossy. It's kind of, has some texture on it, and that's when you know it's ready for the second coat. I'm going to apply the second coat now. Okay, the same thing for this nail. You see the difference? Okay. All right, all done with French ombre look with dip and duo 4-in-1 system. If you like this video, please like and share our page. Thank you so much. And after 1 minute, the nail should be completely dry, and then you can apply the cuticle oil, and yeah, there you go. Can you show, okay, let me see the questions right here. Can you show the drill bit that you used? Okay, for sure. This is the bit that I used earlier. We sell it on our website. It's called Talent Bit. It's good for natural nail prep, pushing the cuticle back, and also to buff the nail enhancement surface. If you are interested in buying this bit, I can actually drop a link in your comment so you can go and check it out. All right, thank you so much everyone for watching, and have a wonderful day. Bye now.